Well, it's time for another video of the pepper plants, but damn, look at those clouds coming in. Holy hell, is it gonna pour? That is one nasty looking line of clouds. So I better hurry, because it's gonna start lightning pretty darn soon here. Okay, here we go. They're gonna look quite different than the last time I videoed. A couple of them are growing great. About 3 of them I almost lost, so I had to strip them down. Let's start on this side this time. I got my butch teas, got attacked by aphids, and again, and I ended up pulling all the leaves off because I oversprayed with Dawn and water solution to try to get rid of them. I sprayed them and never rinsed it off. I wasn't aware you had to rinse it off, so learned that the hard way. Definitely rinse it off if you're using it, but give it about an hour or two and rinse it off. I didn't, so all the leaves were burned underneath but green on top, and they were about useless. So I just basically stripped every leaf off the plant, and within a week or so they're already resprouting, and I'm hoping to get some peppers out of them this summer still. Here's the other one. This one's doing a lot better than this one. This one I think needs nutrients. It's getting all kind of brownish color to the leaves, so not doing so great. This one is doing a lot better. It should start popping some peppers out here pretty soon. It's getting some really nice new growth, but some of these leaves are a little funky looking too, so I'm learning as I go here about pH balance is too high or too low in all of these plants because I mixed too much sphagnum peat moss into them. When I made the soil, I never really thought about that, so learned the hard way. So I'm trying to balance the soil out and get everything growing right. And one of these actually had the same problem. These are the Trinidad Scorpion Morugas, and this one I stripped. This one's coming back pretty nice too, and no peppers of course yet, but it's trying. And this one, even though the leaves look a little funky, they're curly and curled on the edges if you look close there, and they aren't really the healthiest looking leaves. When I look at other plants of this type, they're not flat, so I think it's a deficiency. So I'm working on that, getting the nutrients back in there. But this one's actually got a bunch of peppers on it, so something's right. Let me see if I can find one. There's only one that's actually starting to turn here, and this one's almost done now. That's a pretty good look at it. It's getting ready to go, and it's got a bunch of them hanging under here, so it's got about a dozen on the plant. Some nice little ones starting right here, popping up all over, but I think it could be doing a lot better if it had the right nutrients. So we'll get that sorted out. All of these were hit with aphids too again, so now I'm watching really close and spraying every week with a soap wash that doesn't have to be rinsed off, and it seems to be working. These are the Scotch bonnets. They're starting to regrow again. I didn't strip these, but they just like fell dormant after I sprayed them with that Dawn. It kind of screwed all of them up, really. Kind of burned them. So those leaves are all kind of going away now, and all the new stuff's coming out. I just harvested all of them off of here. I got about maybe 25 of these total off these 2 plants so far. And now I look down here. I'm sure this won't show up on the camera, but I'll try. And I found 3 pests right in the center of that bud. I got thrips, spider mites, and aphids all in that bud. So tonight is another round of spraying. I doubt this. I don't know if this will come out, but I'll try to hone in a little. You can kind of see them all hanging out there. But anyhow, isn't that special? It's a never-ending battle against these damn pests with these peppers. And then over here to a habanero, which isn't the prettiest looking plant, but as bushy as this damn thing is, this thing has just put out easily 200 peppers this summer already, and it's ready. I'm going to try to get these picked before this incredibly nasty looking storm comes rolling in. I don't know if you can hear that on there or not, but it's rumbling away. And This thing's probably got about 30 on it right now, ready to come off. It's hanging all over hell. I badly want to trim this and get it kind of shaped up into a normal shaped plant, but it keeps putting peppers out, so I figure I'll just let it go for a while until it stops making them. And then to the ghost. This one got trimmed way back. On my earlier videos I took all the big stalks off because it was too wide, and it's just going crazy again now. It's just a really tall, it's probably up to my chin. And it doesn't have any ripe peppers on it yet, but it's actually starting to finally put some peppers out and hold the flowers and not drop them. It's got a few. It's probably got about 8, 10 on here that are actually coming on and starting to grow a fair size. None of them look like they're going to be that huge. But anyhow, that's that, and that's where we're at now. Kind of a disappointing summer so far with my new ones, you know, all of these super hots, but I'll come back. And even though I'm in Florida and it never really gets cold, I think I'm going to try to overwinter these and just start with a fresh pot of soil and get all the roots cut off to a little ball and cut the stalk down and let it kind of restart during the months when it would be slow growing anyhow. I think I'm going to try it, take a chance, and cut them all down. Never done it. I've read about it. I know they do it in colder parts of the country, but I think they pull the plants inside and do it. So I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot. Get these things healthy again, kind of as a start fresh. But anyhow, that's that. Check back in another 3-4 weeks.